Hello everyone and welcome to my mess of a channel. My name is Tay and I like being right about things. With Queendom Season 2 just around the corner, it seems everyone and their mother is making a list of girl groups they'd like to see compete on the show. I wanted to switch it up a little, however, and give a list of groups I think are most likely to participate, though there will be some overlap between artists I want to see in the show and who I think will actually join. I'll try to be as unbiased as possible, which is a new thing for me. I probably won't like it and will quickly return to my irregularly scheduled biased opinions at some point. But until we reach that point, let's get on with the predictions. Also a friendly reminder that this is a prediction video and if I don't think your favorite group will be in the lineup, get over it. Number 1. Weekly or Stacey. I highly doubt both groups will join the show, as they fit into the same demographic and check most of the same boxes as far as concepts, music, and group image go. Stacey is the more popular of the two and would fare better for the ratings, but Weekly is already known for their use of stage props for their comebacks and have shown more of an inclination towards unique performance styles. Both would be a strong asset to the lineup and I can see Mnet going either way. Number 2. Luna. The lineup for Queendom needs a few mid-level groups, a good balance of groups that are popular internationally versus domestically and a mix of groups smaller in number and larger in number. Luna has just the right amount of popularity, are an internationally loved group and 12 members to fill a stage with. Though I can't see many benefits that Luna in particular would bring to the show that Mnet won't be able to find in other groups. This could be a make or break opportunity for Luna that they desperately need as they are over halfway through their career as a group and don't have a lot to show for it. Losing their creative director was a huge blow to the group and I think this could be a perfect chance to show fans and non-fans alike that they can still pull off creative, show-stopping performances when given an adequate chance. If Mnet reached out to BBC to bring Luna into the show, the company would be foolish to not seize the opportunity. Number 3. ITZY or aespa. The show needs a big group attached to basically be the face of the season and the way that Stray Kids were and ITZY is right there. Personally, I think it'd be quite interesting to see what they'd be able to do in such a competition. ITZY, while one of the most unique groups out there in terms of their concepts, have little to no creative input into their comebacks. The groups that compete on these shows who have hardly any creative outlet on the regular are the ones that tend to have some of the most surprising and fun stages because they finally get to do what they want after being controlled by their company for years. After seeing the way Stray Kids had yet another popularity boom after doing Kingdom, went viral, and won the entire competition, JYP would be dumb to not send ITZY to Queendom. However, if aespa joins the lineup, I don't think ITZY will, as that would be quite the pricey endeavor for Mnet. But as far as aespa goes, with the news that Aeon is hosting this season and TVXQ having hosted last season, it's only a matter of time before an SM artist joins the series and I feel like SM would want to send a newer artist rather than one of their veterans like Boa or a member of SNSD. Though Red Velvet is also an option, the girls are too focused on solo work right now for their schedules to line up for this show. But aespa, who had one of if not the biggest girl group release last year, are in a perfect position to join the lineup from Mnet's perspective. A popular SM monster rookie group is ratings gold. From SM's perspective, this could be a cool way to go further with pushing aespa's AE concept in their stages, and though they'd have to work around the budget constraints, it's still doable. And as for the group themselves, this would be a great opportunity to work on their performances and stage presence, which has never been their strong point. Number 4. Dreamcatcher. Every season of this show needs an outlier. For Queendom 1 and Kingdom, it was the inclusion of vocal-based groups like Mamamoo and B2B, but I feel like if Mnet pulls that for the third go around, 1. Who would they even choose since there aren't any semi-prominent vocal groups anymore, and 2. Though we can't dance but we can sing, so let's see how we do against these 5 6 7 8 idols angle would get old fast. So instead of bringing in a vocal group to compete against a bunch of dance groups, bring in a rock group to compete against pop artists. The idea of Dreamcatcher doing hard rock and gothic inspired remixes and covers throughout the series would immediately generate buzz for each performance. While the show would be beneficial for the group, I feel this is the one instance where the group could be more beneficial for the show itself. Mnet casting a group that has never even gotten a music show win and has an unconventional approach to K-pop reflects better on the network because they're going out on a limb and choosing a unique type of underdog instead of solely focusing on groups that will be ratings bait. And let's be real, how ironic would it be if Dreamcatcher won this season while having 0 music show wins? Number 5. Chungha. One thing Kingdom and Road to Kingdom were both missing that gave Queendom Season 1 a leg up, besides the live audiences, was the addition of a soloist, but one who could know how to compete against groups because they'd been in groups before. This season's Park Bomb could easily be Chungha, though other people have said Somi might join the series, and she's certainly a big name to cast. Chungha is a far bigger audience attractor, and if given the choice between 2 of the original Mnet darlings, I think the network would pick the one most likely to bring in more ratings. Plus, we've seen how subpar the Black Label is when it comes to sending Somi anywhere other than her usual music shows, so the likelihood that they'd let her commit to months of filming over at Mnet seems unlikely. Chungha, however, gets to do whatever she wants because she's the breadwinner over at her label, hence, her being the soloist for this season. Number 6. After School. A year ago, this would make me sound delusional, but after the iconic, legendary, For the History Books reunion we got in 2021, I feel like anything is possible with After School. Sure, Kaha is busy in her mom MILF idol group, and there's no way all the members would show up for this, but if at least 5 members could come together and Kahi's billionaire ass could make a generous donation to funding an extended After School reunion, we may be able to actually get somewhere. Did this one go completely off the rails from my unbiased predictions and enter wish territory? Maybe. But do I want these 3rd and 4th generation stans to think their faves have got it in the bag only for Becca and Reynard to come out dancing on unicycles? Yes. Yes, I do. Number 7. WJSN. Word on the Sesame Street is Starship and Mnet have squashed their beef, which frees up WJSN to participate in the show. Queendom needs at least one popular 3rd generation group to participate, and given how most of the other ones are either too busy to participate or on the verge of disbandment, WJSN seems like the obvious choice. Though they've been doing well these past several years, IVE becoming Starship's new main girl group will put WJSN somewhat on the back burner, and this would be a great way to keep their name out there, as we've seen their growing diversity in their concepts thanks to their recent subunit releases. I think they are in a perfect position to show many different concepts throughout the competition. And there we have it. Those are my 7 acts: Weekly or Stacy, Luna, ITZY or Aspar, Dreamcatcher, Chungha, After School, and WJSN. I'm aware that some of this could be far-fetched. I'm not enough of a clown to actually believe After School will be in this series, but the rest I still feel relatively confident about, given the past seasons of the show and which groups stand to gain something by competing. Anyway, that's all for today's video. If I'm right about a single one of these predictions, I'm gonna need Mnet to run me my money. See you in my next video. XOXO Gossip Girl.